If you're finding this video, I know you know Wolverine and Sabretooth. Well, buckle up because this is a tale of brotherhood, betrayal, and claws as these two have fought over and over and over and over and over again. Now it's time to check out one of their more recent interpretations of their feud in this recent Marvel Legends 2-pack release. Let's start with Sabretooth, as he appears to be stylized after Jim Lee's work, and why not? It's one of the most iconic versions of the character and one that I desperately wanted to add to my collection. While the pinless tech is used on the arms, it's unfortunate that the legs didn't get the same treatment, as the move to pinless has been greatly appreciated by me. Of course, I own it, and it's not a deal breaker, but it really does irk me since the top half is so clean and the bottom half is just, I don't know, for lack of a better term, But back to the positives. The paint is really well done throughout. You have nice, crisp lines. And then look how they added some nice weathering. It's all throughout the hair and the fur. It really brings out that texture to make it pop. So yeah, in 3 Victor Sabretooth figures that I own, this is by far my favorite. I absolutely love this guy. I mean, he is just spectacular. Oh, he's everything I could have wanted. He is the star of the show for sure. All right, as for Logan, he's got some really nice sculpted details. Look at that, and I love just how well this looks. Now, of course, not crazy about those chunky elbows. They have to figure something else out with there. Perhaps something that either NECA or even with Savage Crucible, how they have the double jointed separately, because this is an eyesore. But with everything else, they did such a nice job. You can really see it's like a denim material in there. I love the paint on the buttons. Look at that belt buckle. I mean, overall, this is really well done. But you have pinless up top, pins on the bottom. Still not crazy about that. But this is a very solid Logan. And this is by far my favorite of his normal attire that I own. In addition to the really nice paint detail on the buckle and the buttons over here, snaps, whatever you want to call it, I also really like the hair that they painted on. They did a really nice job with that, and I love that it carries over onto the hands. That is really well done, and it's also on his claw hands. In regards to articulation, since we have Wolverine and hands here, I was so excited about that upper torso. You get a really lot of nice movement out of that, but they stopped short, and it is just on a waist swivel. So once again, just like with a combination of new and old tech. So it's, for what he is, I'm totally fine with it, but I say fine because he could have been absolutely stellar. But you are able to get a lot of great movement out of him regardless. And yeah, no butterfly joints. Also a bummer. But for the type of pictures that you're going to see at the end of this video, you're going to make do, especially if the main reason you're getting this set is for Sabretooth back there. All right, so he's got the crazy ab crunch there. That is awesome. He still is on a waist swivel, but you just get so much crunch. Now, the head is going to be a little limited by the fur, so you're only going to be able to get him to look up that much, but check that out. I mean, you're going to get what you need out of the posing and to still give him that ferocious animal-like posing. Like, that is really spectacular. Everything else you come to know and love about Marvel Legends is here. Really great everything, you know, the usual fare. But once again, the standout is the butterfly joints here. So you can just get all sorts of crazy shoulder posing. I haven't been personally brave enough to do any of the shoulder butterfly mods yet, but it does look like there is that potential where if you pop the arm out and do a little snippy snip, that you might be able to get that little extra in the back there. Personally, I'm not gonna need it. And yeah, like when it comes to being able to, you know, chokehold Logan, you're gonna be able to do it. So yeah, I'm really digging. He's just a lot of fun to move around, play with, and I couldn't be happier with Sabretooth, man, in the articulation department. Really all around. Last but not least, we have the accessories. The set isn't loaded, but what it does come with is exactly what you need. So for each guy, they come with an alternate head sculpt. This one is just, oh, I'm gonna use that one all the time, but I can't help but love that smirk too. They've just two perfect emotes for the character. And once again, I keep saying it, but look at the look, look at the paint. Just absolutely wonderful. It's everything I could have wanted out of this figure. Sabretooth also comes with 2 additional hands. Nothing crazy different about them. Maybe a little extra set would have been nice, but this one in particular is so similar to what's already there. Just a mild variation. This, at least you get a little bit of opportunity to have them hold a beer bottle or something. But yeah, like, you know, maybe one extra set would have been pretty cool. In regards to Logan, you get this really neat kind of, this is his more upset face. And they did change the color of the hat, as you can see. Not really sure why they went in that direction, but again, nice to have 2 different emotions there for the character. He then obviously comes with the claws, and they've done such a better job with Wolverine's claws of late. I mean, it seems that every single release has gotten better. The early versions, they left a lot to be desired, but these have gotten so good. There's still a little wiggle and movement out of them. Obviously, they're not gonna actually hurt you in that regard. I haven't tried swapping these out for my custom claws yet, but maybe one day. I think it's still the same notch that goes in there, but haven't tried because honestly, like, these do look pretty good. And yeah, they've been doing a nice job with them. The last little thing that he came with was the cards. And I love that it's the Xavier School poker cards right there with a nice, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what hand that is. 2 queens and 3 sevens, just 2 of a kind and 3 of a kind. Is that a full, it's not a royal flush. Is that I don't know. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the name of that hand is called, but if you do, please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, time for some final thoughts, everybody. Could you tell I love the set? Because I love this set. I kept it brief because, once again, these are Marvel Legends. You know what you're getting outside of some minor accessories and differences. There's always something that we can be constructively critical about, something that as a consumer we can ask and / demand for better. I'm really bummed again about the pinless on top, but then the pins on the legs, and that's for both of those characters. I do wish that there was either a lower torso crunch and butterfly joints up top. But at the end of the day, to have this guy in particular, I mean, no wonder it was a 2-pack because we all wanted Sabretooth. Let's be honest. In the last 4 years, I've wanted this version of the character. I have the Age of Apocalypse and then the much thinner Legend release, one of his kind of debut looks. But this is the one. This is the Sabretooth I know from my childhood. This is the one that I wanted. So yeah, they kind of had me, but this is such an incredible improvement over previous regular attire Logan figures that, yeah, this was an easy one for me to snag, and I absolutely love it. So thank you for checking out the video, and now let's enjoy some toy photography. appreciate your time and thanks for checking out the video. Just so you know, every Sunday night at 8 p.m. I go live to talk about life and toys. So hope to see you in the chat one of these days, but in the meantime, have a great rest of yours now. Peace.